I don't know if you remember this. We're going to talk about Biden's recent comments about all of you being extremists. So I'll try and get through this relatively quickly so we can get to Amber Heard. Guys in the control room, let me know what she's doing, how she's lying, how bad her acting is. Hopefully she gets a Razzie. But former Vice President Joe Biden now is referring to all of you as extremists for simply holding a view that the majority of Americans hold. That being said, this is the playbook from the left, right? They always play themselves up to be Captain Unity. They call for civility when they feel as though they're the ones being under attack. And then that goes out the window once they don't get their way. Like children, or Amber Heard, or feminists. But I repeat myself, here we go back to Captain Unity with the most votes ever of any president, wildly popular, 81 million. Let's see.
For all those of you who voted for President Trump, I understand the disappointment tonight. I've lost a couple times myself. But now, let's give each other a chance. It's time to put away the harsh rhetoric, lower the temperature, see each other again, listen to each other again. And to make progress, we have to stop treating our opponents as our enemies. They are not our enemies. They are Americans. They're Americans.
Well, that's nice. It seems like he really does want what's good for the whole country.
Well, yeah, no, right. I can definitely see where the 81 million votes came from. But also, you have to remember he's a complete piece of shit who calls his opponents political extremists.
Oh,
so it's a yin and yang.
Oh, right.
Yep. For example, it's one of those things.
He's weird.
Both things can be true. Or in this case, one is a lie and one is true.
True.
Right. Who's on first? Not him. He doesn't know what first is. He can't count to one. So here's an example of what he just said about Republicans. I believe this was yesterday, to not vilify your opponents. They're Americans.
This is about a lot more than abortion. The idea that somehow there is an inherent right, that there is no right of privacy, that there is no right. And remember the debate we had, you don't remember, but we had a debate about.
You don't remember.
Griswold versus Connecticut. There had been a law saying a married couple could not purchase birth control in the privacy of their own bedroom and use it. Well, that got struck down. Griswold was thought to be a bad decision by Bork, and my guess is the guy's on the Supreme Court now. What happens if you have a state changes the law saying that children who are LGBTQ can't be in classrooms with other children? Is that legit under the way the decision is written? What are the next things that are going to be attacked? Because this MAGA crowd is really the most extreme political organization that's existed in American history.
There it is.
Oh.
In recent American history.
Come on, Joe. There's good people on both sides.
You would think so. MAGA, what he means is, the half that voted, fewer votes in the most free and fair election of all time, who voted for Donald Trump. I guess they didn't learn from the basket of deplorables. What LGBTQ kids won't be able to be in schools? No, just public school teachers.
But I don't understand. Even the woman behind him's like, is this? Oh God.
Yeah, this is the leader of the free world?
Is this really what we're doing?
For crying out loud! Can we please just audit the voting machines? No, okay.
Does anyone smell shit?
So let me ask you this. While we're talking about extremists on abortion, look, Roe v. Wade, we've done a whole segment on this, okay? We did a whole show on this. If you don't know, the gaslighting works on me. Where sometimes I have to go back and go, wait, hold on a second. Maybe I'm missing something. Because no. Roe v. Wade if it were to be overturned, which it likely will, just means that states can place restrictions on abortions in the first trimester, which they can't do right now. And other states can not. It will allow states to do what they want on abortion. I'm going, yeah, okay, that's it. Oh, all right, okay. So you're lying. But the lying is, I'm telling you, it works on me sometimes where I have to second guess myself. That's why we make all references available at loudwithcrowder.com. You can click the link in the description. So let me ask you this. Knowing the policy, what is more extreme? You can take the left, of course. You can take Antifa. You can take Black Lives Matter. And then let's say you take the January 6th insurrectionists. Okay. You know what? The scales of asshole. I would still say they lean heavily in one direction. But let's look at abortion right now. Let's look at the extremism, which he is accusing half the country of being. During the 2020 election, okay, there were only 2 Democratic candidates, 2, who said they supported abortion restrictions after 24 weeks. That's 6 months. I don't know if we have that number on the earliest born baby now, but I'm pretty sure it's right around that number. It's somewhere between 23 and 25 weeks. The argument of viability or whether it's a life, it doesn't matter to them. Only 2 Democrat candidates supported abortion restrictions in the 3rd trimester. The fringe with the Democrat is people who don't believe in abortion up until and including birth. There are 2 out of all Democratic candidates.
It was 21 weeks and 5 days.
21 weeks and 5 days.
Wow.
Dang.
And they don't believe you should place restrictions after 24 weeks, just to keep that in context, because we're going to come back to it. What about HR 3755, which was, I think it was introduced last year by Judy Chu. I don't choose you. It would allow abortion up until birth. Let me show you what the bill would have been. Again, while we're talking about extremists, a prohibition on abortion after fetal viability when, in the good faith medical judgment of the treating healthcare provider, continuation of the pregnancy would pose a risk to the pregnant patient's life or health. What this bill is saying is there should be no allowance for restrictions on abortions even after viability. Acknowledging viability, you still can't place any restrictions on it. Up until birth. I think that's pretty extreme. I think it's more extreme than a heartbeat bill. That's my opinion. I would love to hear the opinion of you if you're, particularly those who are pro-abortion. Because I think Dave has a very reasoned view on it. I don't agree with, Dave and I don't agree on it, but Dave and I both agree that up until and including 9 months is extreme. That's the entire Democratic Party except for 2 people.
Seems a bit much.
Here's something else that is pretty funny from the same bill. This is what they wrote. They can't trip over their own fake dicks. The terms woman and women are used in this bill to reflect the identity of the majority of people targeted and affected by restrictions on abortion services, and to address squarely the targeted restrictions on abortion which are rooted in misogyny. However, access to abortion services is critical to the health of every person capable of becoming pregnant.
So women? Is that how that goes?
Don't be obtuse, Dave.
Oh, I'm sorry. Men and women.
Yes, anyone who can get... Hey, did we get a fact check on this? As far as I know, no man has become pregnant and given birth. I don't know if there's a 6th-day science experiment.
I don't know if you've seen the cartoon picture on your phone.
Well, you know, okay, Arnold doesn't count. And by the way, Danny DeVito was a horribly absent father.
Yeah, he really was. Yeah, see that? That's what we put out there.
They have to put
That's just
this
me
in a bill.
after I drink something bubbly.
Yes. They have to put in the bill health of every person capable of becoming pregnant. So on one side, you have people saying, yeah, the MAGA extremists, all right, give it over to the states. And on the other side, you have all Democrats except for 2 saying abortion up until 9 months and including birth for not just women, but any pregnant persons. Holy shit. Really? You don't get to use the extremist card anymore. You don't even get to use it for the militiamen who are living in the woods eating tree bark. It's still not as extreme. It's not even close.
Watch Louder with Crowder live, Monday through Thursday, 10 a.m. Eastern.